Hi, it's Kazuyoshi Hisano. I usually speak about management or coaching or goal setting or those kind of things. But today I'd like to speak something a little bit different. And it's about sports, or not limited to the sports, but how you improve the way you use your body or train your body. And I sometimes I have a chance to speak about that I'm working with a baseball player or a marathon team or those kind of things maybe I've spoken in the past, but in the course of trying to learn more about those areas, which is actually was not in my expertise, so I had to learn more, and I'm I've encountered some new idea, well, not a new idea, but uh, that has the idea that has an academic background, which is now starting to be well known, which is growing ecological approach. And the point is, if you want to do something, the traditional way of thinking is to learn something, practice something, and do it over and over so that you'll get used to it, which sounds very reasonable. However, there is other way, which I'm actually sometimes applying unknowingly, and it is start from the outside environment and try to adapt with the outside environment. So that is the internal thing and external thing. And eventually, if you are doing some kind of sports, you're playing the game, which means that you will need to adapt to the outside environment. Whatever sport you're playing, if you're playing golf or swimming or running, which will be, you'll be doing individually, even if so, you will have wind or temperature or those kinds of things you need to adapt. And also, if you are doing sports that will be like a soccer, football, or rugby, or maybe tennis or whatever, you will have a person playing against you. Of course, you will need to adapt with what they do, the kind of competitors or maybe a teammate. So, and look at the difference about this. So eventually you'll need to adapt to what's around you. And on the contrary, you will do one training alone. And of course you will need to connect this training, single training, whatever push up or squat or those kinds of things. You will need to connect this with the final kind of environment that you are really engaging. And they'll need some, you will call it a drill, that will be the some skill set to transfer that to the real environment. But if you are doing eventually finally doing something, why not start with this? Is the idea of ecological approach. So think about ecology. In Japan, we have I know not only Japan, but the on-the-job training, and you would have that as well. But you just send people into the field and let them learn from what's there without some training type of things. So always both are important, but we are learning particularly when we do the exercise or sports, you will definitely need to think about the final game or environment that you will need to really adapt. And it is not possible to do the same things in the same manner because our muscle or inner kind of mindset are always different. So we usually think that if you master some sort of activity and if that is perfect, you're performance will be better. But this is one thing, and this is different thing. And the more you be able to adapt, then you'll be able to more kind of a be able to creating results, generating results. That seems to be the finding. So traditional way of training is always important. However, that will not solely help you become excel in the real environment. So this could be kind of a applied to our business life as well. You can read a book, that's good. You can listen to any talk, but just we need to use that in the real world. I've seen people learning a lot about SWOT analysis at school or on the book. However, I have rarely seen people using the SWOT analysis in a meaningful way. I know it's not easy, but why not start from the real world? It's what I'm learning from uh, sports these days. So I need to update this more, but hope this will be some kind of help for you. That's for today, and thank you very much.